Welcome, one and all. 7 Sunday Morning Hot Takes is back again, and this is episode 36. With less than a week to go until War Games, the tension mounts. I'm the dispatcher, and I'm in a nasty mood this week, so watch out. Hot take number 1. Let's start with a half-hearted congratulations to Maxine winning the Women's Intercontinental title on Monday, the 8th title change since October 17th, making the Y6 currently the longest reigning champs. Now, Maxine and the Alpha Academy are sweet and lovable, so I'm not going to pick on her too bad, but let's be real for a second. Maxine is not in the same league as Becky, nor Bailey, nor Lyra, Raquel, Roxanne, nor Liv Morgan. She's not even in the same league as Ivy Nile, who's completely vanished from TV. So we'll give Maxine a polite round of applause, because she's a nice person who's worked hard to improve her game and get over with the fans, but we're going to reserve our passion for the real issue of significance here, a disturbing scandal that might send shockwaves throughout the entire industry. Hot take number 2. If you haven't heard about this already, then you're just not paying enough attention to Becky Lynch's social media accounts. The fake wrestling news doesn't want to talk about it, but when Becky Lynch lost her Intercontinental title, a diabolical corruption that infests the WWE was exposed for all to see, and the video evidence is irrefutable. Towards the end of the match, Becky throws Maxine to the floor, and referee Jessica Carr, doing her sanctioned duty as the appointed official, begins to counter out. But then AJ Lee's music illegally interrupts the match, and as Becky turns, Jessica Carr notices that Becky has become distracted, shrugs her shoulders, and simply stops counting. Maxine is outside the ring for a full 30 seconds, but the referee stops counting at 2. It's actually a good thing this happened, because now the truth about Jessica Carr will come out, and there's going to be an investigation. And the real question that will be answered is, how deep does this thing go? Who is she taking orders from? Was AJ Lee's entrance part of a coordinated effort? Or was Jessica Carr acting on her own? And how many other enemies are on her list? This is good news, because finally the world will see what's really going on here. This is about Jessica Carr and corruption. Jessica Corruption. And you can't spell Jessica Corruption without Jessica Carr. Open your eyes, people. Truth is staring you right in the face. Sorry, I messed that up. Let me try it again. Truth is staring you right in the face. Hot take number 3. More scandals. Speaking of the truth, am I out of my mind? Was Ron Killings not promised a spot in the John Cena tournament by Nick Aldis? Your name's already in the tumbler. You're in, he said. All that business with the balls, and Truth doesn't get a spot? But a very unfortunate injury for poor old Sheamus has taken him out of the tournament and opened up a spot in the second round for a mystery opponent. Perfect, right? Our Truth will finally get into the tournament and have a match against LA Knight. Except that's not going to happen, because it's Joe Hendry, right? Sorry, that's not the mystery opponent either. Neither is it Randy Orton. I don't want to spoil it for you, but the mystery opponent rhymes with O, so that's who it is. Hot take number 4. The Nikki Bella project is going badly. How weird is it to show up at your ex-boyfriend's farewell party and then seem totally out of place while suffering a mild identity crisis? Yikes. That segment this week with Stephanie Vacour was hard to watch and made the new champion look really weak. I don't want to be mean. This is actually me being polite about it, which requires some effort, to be honest. Nikki Bella has the aura of someone who knows she's not here on merit, but is desperate for everybody to play along with her fantasy that she belongs. The only way to salvage this is to turn go-away heat into nuclear heat. If I wanted to be mean, I would just say that Nikki Bella is terrible at everything she does and is stealing screen time from those that are far more deserving, like Ivy Nile. Hot take number 5. It's T-minus 6 days and counting until War Games, so here's my quick preview and predictions. Only 4 matches scheduled, but I think that's all we're going to get, since 2 of the matches will be 40-minute plus extravaganzas. So although Nikki Bella has lost 3 straight singles matches to Becky, Asuka, and Roxanne, she's got a title shot against Vacour because she betrayed her after they lost a tag match. Talk about falling upwards. I sincerely hope Stephanie destroys the less charming Bella Twin worse than Jade destroyed BFAB, and with bitter stubbornness, I'm making that my prediction as well. I'm very worried about John Cena's chances in what will be his penultimate match. I think the cards are stacked against him in his rematch with Dominic in San Diego, and I'll be very disappointed if my prediction comes true, but I think Dominic is retaining the Intercontinental title. In the women's War Games match, I predict the winner will be a trash can, and the babyfaces will heroically prevail. But I will say this too, you can't trust Charlotte Flair. You can respect her, and in fact you ought to, but if Charlotte Flair doesn't stab you in the back, that's just you getting lucky. When the time comes, everybody and anybody is on Charlotte's hit list. The Queen doesn't abdicate to a commoner like Rhea Ripley. So because I have the babyfaces winning the women's War Games match, my intuition tells me to go with the heels for the men, and I think that's the right call. It's interesting to me that Sammy's spot on the team has been usurped by Cody, and instead Sammy's leading his own League of Super Friends against Solo and the MFTs in a proper Survivor Series match. Cody mentioned that War Games is his birthright. A video promo for the match prominently displayed several words: conflict, chaos, control, sacrifice, reckoning, but the one that stood out to me the most and got my attention was this: betrayal. With nothing really at stake or on the line, the only outcome that could really alter the landscape would be a betrayal of some kind. So that's my prediction. Somebody will commit an act of betrayal inside the cage. Hot take number 6. There's a lot of negativity in this week's hot takes. Can't be helped, I guess. Here's a positive one, though. Javon Evans is ready for the main roster. There's no need to wait on that. Just bring him up already and have him feud with Grayson Waller, or with JD McDonough, who is quietly building a real reputation for being an excellent worker and a terrific technical wrestler. And where the F is Austin Theory? Hot take number 7. And finally, here's a really crazy thought, something that WWE would never ever do, but that's what dreams are for, I guess. Instead of SmackDown expanding to 3 hours, I'd rather see a third 2-hour show introduced to the weekly schedule that exclusively focuses on the tag team division. The Wyatt Six will be back in play soon, and that's good news, but it's just not enough screen time for all the amazing talent in both Raw and SmackDown's tag team divisions. Imagine a weekly 2-hour show devoted to showcasing talents like AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, the Creed brothers, Fraxium, Gargano and Ciampa, Las Garza, Sabin and Shelley, the New Day, the War Raiders, and Street Profits. Plus, it's another landing pad for NXT hopefuls making their way up the roster. I'd honestly be okay with SmackDown going to 3 hours if that last hour is the SmackDown Tag Team Hour and exclusively features the tag division. But my fear is that the last hour will mostly be a recap of the first 2 hours and teasers for some other show and a whole lot of commercials. Thanks for being here. Misery always loves company, but I can tell you that my mood has already improved since about 4 hot takes ago. So if you're feeling down, I hope your day gets better too. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Sunday morning on the other side of War Games. I'm the Dispatcher. You're on the top turnbuckle, and every day is a sunset flip.